I just want you guys to see how well this is coming along. Here's my little hummingbird butterfly garden. It's been about 3 weeks since I showed you how I was planting it, and everything's starting to bloom. This is twilight evening, so things are just, almost every plant here has got a bloom or two on it, and I've been seeing the butterflies and the hummingbirds and the bumblebees come around all the time. So here's that Asclepias I was talking about, the milkweed. You can see it over here with the orange flowers. I can hear all the little birds off in the distance, but it's a little late in the evening for the butterflies. And you'll see the verbena is blooming a lot. The salvia May night, yeah, that's the one with those towering blue flowers, and those are all around the edge here. They were blooming like crazy a week ago, and so they're just starting to fade out a little bit. Here's the yellow penstemon and the autumn sage. There's a penstemon called Margarita Bop. I love that name. And some alstroemeria coming in. So follow along with me, and maybe next week we'll have some more to show you. It'll be blooming more. Thank you. I'm going to take you now to see another hummingbird butterfly garden that's very special to me. It's about a 5-minute drive from here. Hi everyone, it's Karen. I'm here at Christmas Hill Park in Gilroy. And as you all know, last end of July, there was a tragic shooting here. I'm standing as a focal point at a palm tree that's a California palm tree, is probably 100 years old or more, that was planted by a farmer long ago. We're using that as a spot where I had hung 3 big jute ropes and made all these little prayer flags. My husband and I made over a couple hundred prayer flags to string. Though this little garden has quite a lot of symbolism to it. This hummingbird garden is really special to me. I had helped in designing this and installing the garden it was last summer. Right now it's May 2020. I'm at Gilroy Garlic Festival. It's at the site at Christmas Hill Park. I was asked to help be part of a team that would put together a temporary memorial. My thought was to put together a hummingbird garden. It would be a spot for folks to come for remembrance. And all these plants have been in for just 8 months now, and they're really starting to take off. We used the focal point of a palm tree, this 100-year-old palm tree. I designed these rope strings with hundreds of blue flags. They're symbolic of, at that time, our sorrow for the shooting, and as a way of honoring and remembering the victims. Last August, this was within 2 weeks after the tragedy, we all hastily put this together, put lots of good soil in around this old tree, lining with rocks to mound up, and got lots of 1 and 5 gallon perennials. So you can see now here in May, all that's starting to explode up. This is the Bodleia butterfly bush, the black knight. There's some gaura in here, the lavender. You can see coreopsis. And if we look over to my left, this is Russian sage, a lot of different kinds of sage. Russian sage, Mexican sage, which is just starting to bloom. This yellow one is a Jerusalem sage. And we've got a few different kinds of autumn sage. So there's autumn sage there. That's the tiny dancers. They're autumn sage. And this is the scabiosa buttons. A few different kinds of sages in here. In this blue sage, you can see that the bumblebees are already coming around. And I definitely see hummingbirds and all kinds of butterflies here throughout the day. I hope that you find this little video about planting a hummingbird and butterfly garden to be interesting. Perhaps it'll inspire you to plant a garden this summer. If you plant some of these sages and the other flowering plants I suggested, you'll be surprised at how many hummingbirds and butterflies are flitting around your garden in no time. If you found this to be interesting and would like to hear about the next series that I'm starting to plan about my vegetable garden and designing of the garden, that will be coming up in the next week. You could press subscribe on the YouTube channel here and also click on the notifications so you'll know when Karen's coming along again. If you'd be so kind to let us know if you had any interest in this video by giving us some thumbs up or down, that's always good to know. And I do hope that you'll continue to tune in. Thanks so much. Be safe out there.